Welcome everyone. Welcome to Inten Junctions, and we are delighted to say that you gave a quite good response in this Python series. And मैं आशा करता हूँ कि आप सभी लोगों को बहुत अच्छे लग रहे हैं ये Python का जो सीरीज हम कंडक्ट कर रहे हैं. एंड दिस इज ऑल इन बिहाफ ऑफ Inten Junctions. And till now we have completed a lots of topics. Okay. सो जो मेरे साथ डे वन से जुड़ा हुआ है उसको पता है कि हमने क्या क्या टॉपिक अभी तक डिस्कस किए हैं. और अगर हमने आप डे वन से ज्वाइन नहीं किए थे तो ज़रा अपने ऊपर जो आई बटन आ रहा है उसको दबाकर अब देख लीजिए कि क्या क्या टॉपिक हमने कवर किए हैं. वो हमारे प्लेलिस्ट का लिंक है. ठीक है, तो चलिए बिना किसी देर करते हुए शुरू करते हैं आज का टॉपिक, वाइल लूप इन पाइथन. तो देखिए पहले जो बात आता है कि व्हाट इज द सिंटैक्स ऑफ द वाइल लूप. तो पहले दिन हम लोगों ने देख चुका था कि व्हाट इज द सिंटैक्स ऑफ द फॉर लूप. नाउ हमारा जो नेक्स्ट काम है वो है कि वाइल लूप का सिंटैक्स कैसे आता है. वाइल लूप इज क्वाइट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द फॉर लूप. कैसे डिफरेंट है वही हम देखेंगे कि वाइल क्या है. वाइल है एक कीवर्ड. सो दिस इज ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड इन पाइथन. यू कांट चेंज दिस वाइल. ओके, and then the expression, whatever expression you want to give, okay, whatever the logic you want to put, just put after this while. And then writing this you have to input all your statements. Okay, these are collections of code block which you have to write under this particular condition of while. Then what is the difference between while and for? That is, while we are using the for loop, okay, we don't need the increment or decrement. Why? Because in it by default increment or decrement is happening with the help of a range function or by normally in like keyword. Okay, so what I write, for I in L. Okay, suppose L is my list. Okay, so this is suppose a list. So what happens is just iterate one by one. No need to increment like I equal to I plus 1 to access the next element. Okay, but what happens in the case of while loop, there is no concept of auto increment or auto decrement. So that we have to give some lines like this. Okay, I plus 1 or maybe I equal to I minus 1. Okay, after each iteration. So this is the simple syntax of the while loop. Now, this is the flowchart of while loop. What do you mean by actually flowchart? Flowchart is a sequential manner how a program or how a concept is traversing from the initial point to the ending point. So suppose this is our initial point. Okay, this is our initial point. Now this is our ending point. How it traverses, you just look that first enter in the while loop. Okay, then it tastes the expression. We write like while I is greater than 10. So look, this is our expression. Okay, so it checks the expression, and suppose initially I take x equal to 1. Okay, so 1 is greater than 10. No, so false, and immediately it exits the while loop. So it got exit. Okay, but what if I take initially I equal to 11? So what happens then? 11 greater than 10 is a true statement, so it will just true, and the statement whatever is written under this while loop, that will be executed. And what happens then? This statement is again back to the while loop. Okay, and it checks after increment or decrement, whatever the conditions you have applied after this piece of block, there is increment or decrement. Okay, suppose this is decrement you apply. So in the next iteration I value is 10. So whether 10 is greater than 10? No, false. So then the condition will be end or terminated. So this is the normal flowchart. Okay, and I think everyone just quite aware of this flowchart previously. Okay, so yeah, so now this is our next topic, how to create an infinite loop using while loop. Okay, so before further proceeding, let's go to the VS Code to check what is happening, what is the main concept, how to write a while loop. Okay guys, so we have just come to our Python IDE, and this is our VS Code editor, and here we just we just see how the while loop is activating and working. So suppose the initial value of I is 2, and now what is my condition? While I is less than 10, what should I do? I have to print the I. So what happens? I is initially 2, so 2 is less than 10. If I do it without increment or decrement, what happens? Let's check. So it will create an infinite error. You can see, look, it is never ending. Okay, it is never ending, right? So that's the point, and I have to kill this. Okay, what happens? Because 2 is less than 10 is always true, and while it is true, it is getting printed one time, then again it backs to the position to check while loop. As the value doesn't change, it prints again in the next iteration. It agains. Why? Because I value never get changed. So what I do, I just do that after each iteration I want I plus equal to 1. So if I write I plus equal to 1, that means in the next iteration my value will be 3. Okay, so something like this. So here you can see. Oh, what happens? Okay, so here you can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so this is the normal flow. As I told you that we have to give the condition of increment or decrement in the while loop. This is not automatically generated like the for loop. So this is the difference between while loop and something called as for loop. Okay. Now instead of this, if I say a equal to, suppose a is a string, and suppose this is my name, and what I do, I have to traverse using the while loop. So while I is less than length of a, so why I write like this, length of a, that means whatever the length is, this is a integer. And what is the length? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 9 times my loop will run, and then what I do, I want to print a of I. So a of I means initially I is 0. So now if my I value is 0, okay, suppose it will take this I value. Oh, it will take this I value. Okay, so what I want to do, I just want to print my I value. Okay, and what happens, print the I, and I plus equal to 1. Okay, so this is my whole code. If I write like this, you can see there is an error. What is the error? So first error is like I have just excluded the I in my shell, so it doesn't get the reference of 2. Now again, what is the I? Second time I say, so initially take I value as 0. So what I meant to say, whether you are dealing with the while loop, okay, in any case you have to give the initial condition. Okay, so what is the initial condition? I value is like 0. So whenever it just see that what is my length of a, that is 9, so 0 is less than 9, yeah, so print a of 0. A of 0 means d. Okay, so this is a string, and this string is working on the index. We will see it later how the string works and how the list works. We will go and cover each and every topic individually. So if I print it like this, you can see DEBAJYOTI. Okay, each and every time it just get printed. So this is the way how you can traverse in a string or in a like integer number. Okay, something like this. And I think this is crystal clear to all of you guys. If you have any problem, you can let me know in the comment section. Okay, so our next task is to create an infinite loop. Now, what is the concept of the infinite loop? Why we actually create the infinite loop? Infinite loop just got created in my previous like example. What happens? Just 2 is getting printed again and again. What happens if some loop, okay, if you input any condition, and this condition is getting true for lifetime. Okay, if the condition gets true for the lifetime, or it may, like, it is getting true for the lifetime, then the loop never ends. Loop never end, and this is the condition of the infinite loop. If my condition is true for lifetime, then what is the point of stopping that particular loop, right? So this is what happens when you use the infinite loop and we using the while loop. So what can be our concept of creating a while loop? Suppose we say there are two ways. Okay, suppose I say I equal to 0. Okay, and I call it while I less than, or suppose I less than, what, suppose if my I value, okay, suppose let's say if my I value is less than 10. Okay, suppose, and I just want to print my I. And what happens, instead of incrementing, I just do I equal to I minus 1. So what will happen? First, initially this value is 0, then minus 1, then minus 2, then minus 3, then minus 4, and it will go on and on and on and on and on. Why? Because minus infinity is even less than 10. Okay, so this is one way. Or how can we say, like, I have some value. Okay, as I write the condition like while true, okay, print high. So this is another way of creating any infinite loop. So what is the my point to using the true? Because if my condition is true each time, okay, so high will be printed every time while the while loop is getting hit. So first high will print, then again it will go to the while loop to look whether there is a terminating condition or not. When it finds that there is no terminating condition, it will again print high. So then high, like this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, okay guys, so here, okay, so suppose what I told, like, infinite loop, infinite loop. Okay. And what is my point? Suppose I take I equal to 2 and I say, like, while, oh sorry, while suppose I is less than 10, then I want to print I. And what is my point of creating this infinite loop? That means I am not incrementing, rather I am interested in decrementing the I value. So from 2 it will start traversing from 2, then it is 1, then it is 0, then it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 100, minus 200, minus 300, minus infinity. Why? Because each and every number is lesser than this 10. Okay, so let's see. Look, what is happening? Look what is happening. Okay, so that will be happening, so I have to stop this. Okay, unless my computer will get some fishy activities, it will show some fishy activities. Okay, so this is how you can create. What is the next point? While true, while true, I will print this I value. Suppose like this. If I get, like, print it, it will print 2 always. Why? I have to stop this. Why it is printing again and again? Because my condition is always 2 while we creating this infinite loop. So there are two ways of creating the infinite loop. Okay, so I equal to 2, what I write, I am again writing this to save it in the GitHub repository for only you guys. Print I, and what I did, I just wrote I minus equal to 1 to create a infinite loop. And I think it is crystal clear. Okay. Okay, so what is our next topic? Next thing is conditional statement with while loop. Okay, so let's see about the conditional statement. Okay, so what is a conditional statement? That is the point. So conditional statement means I uh, we have discussed about the if else condition. Then this is the conditional statement. Okay, now what happens? We if we include this else portion with the while loop, it will make the conditional statement with while loop. What I meant to say, I have some input. Okay, this is my input, and I am applying the while loop and with some condition. Okay, each and every time while you are just writing the while loop, you have to input the conditions over there. If my condition is not working, then what should I do? So if this is not working, then it will go to the else portion, and whatever the body is under the else loop, that will be executed, and my program will be end. Okay, and if it is under this while loop, then this is executing the body what is under the while loop, and my program is end at that position also. Okay, so that is what we call as a conditional statement, and I think this is clear to you guys what I mean to say. So suppose we have something in our hand like I equal to 2. Okay, and I say like while I is less than or equal to 18, what you have to do, you have to print this I, and what you have to do, you have to increment it like 2, or else what you can do, else print the loop is over. And when this else will be executed, when my while loop is getting exhausted, while my while loop while the condition will explode the while loop. Okay, let's see. So what happens, this is giving me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 up to 18, and then it is saying that loop is over. Why this is giving me loop is over? Because after reaching 18, the condition becomes false, right? And while this condition becomes false, my loop is over. So that's my point, what you have to do. So instead of this, what you can do, instead of writing only this line, what you can do, you can even make a simple program over there, that whatever the last number I want to square that. Okay, so I will do square of I equal to I to the power 2, and I want to print that the square of the number is comma sq underscore I. So this is my logic. Okay, so if I just hit enter, you can see what happens. 18, after coming to 18, okay, it checks I is less than or equal to 18. 18 is less than or equal to 18. Yes, it prints, and then I plus equal to 2. Now I equal to 20, and then my condition is over. So last I value is 20. So this 20 will comes to the else portion and say like square of I is what, 20 to the power 2, and this is a to the power sign. Okay, exponential sign. So my square of this number is 400. So 20 into 20 is 400. So if you don't want to print the 20, rather you are absolutely focused to print 18, so what you will do, you have to be a tricky one. You have to be a tricky one. Why? Because we have to, oh sorry, what we have to increment before this, before printing, right? So before printing, if I check the condition, and then it will just do this thing for me, this will be better, right? So this thing is happening. So if I don't want to get like 20 square, what happens, if I just remove this equal to, you can see I get the 18 square in my hand, and I think this is like helpful for you also to understand the logic. Now, what is a sentinel condition? Sentinel condition means what? So if I have something like if I say it like while my a is equal to -1, ओके जब तक मेरा जो a वैल्यू है ये अगर -1 ना हो जाए तब तक क्या करो कि I इक्वल टू इंट इनपुट इंट इनपुट लेते रहो, ठीक है। सो क्या है कि ये तब तक इनपुट लेता जाएगा जब तक a इक्वल टू -1, मतलब वाइल a इक्वल टू -1 तभी तुम इनपुट लो, अदरवाइज तुम इनपुट ना लो, ठीक है। अगर ये कंडीशन है, ये एक बाउंडेड कंडीशन है, मतलब अगर कोई भी की को हम बाउंड करना चाहते हैं, जैसे तुम देखोगे हम कोई गेम खेल रहे हैं और उसमें बाउंडेड है कि W इज फॉर मूविंग अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन, एस इज फॉर moving the downward direction, then D is bounded to go to the rightward direction, or A is there for go to the leftward direction. How this logic is running? Just because of this sentinel condition. How? Because it is bounded that the key value of W, whenever this W key value is just pressed, then we have to go forward in our game. Whenever the key value of D is pressing, then the left or right word direction will be activated. So this is a sentinel condition, okay, in the while loop. Okay, what is Python while else loop? And I think this is absolutely clear to all of you guys what is the workflow of while and else. Okay, so for your better understanding, I'm just writing the flowchart. So this is our start of programming, and here is the while condition. Okay, while and condition, and if this is like true, if this is true, then we execute the body. Okay, and if this is false, if this condition is false, then the else block will get activated. And what happens after all of this? Okay, after traversing all of this, my body will again go to the while loop and checks for each and every condition, and my exit is always okay. While you are using the else condition, our end will always from the else portion, it will not end from this true condition. Okay, because once in my while loop the last condition must be false so that my loop will be terminated. So this is a terminating condition. मेरा लूप कब टर्मिनेट होगा? जब मेरा कंडीशन फॉल्स आएगा, और जब मेरा कंडीशन फॉल्स आएगा तो वो एल्स पोर्शन जो है उसको एक्टिव कर देगा, और एल्स पोर्शन के थ्रू ही वो एंड हो जाएगा। याद रखना बेटा, ठीक है। चलो, while else with a break statement, ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है ना, ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है। क्या है कि सपोज मान लो कि मेरे पास अगर कोई लिस्ट है, ठीक है, 2 है, 3 है, 4 है, 5 है, 7 है। ओके, नाउ मेरा जो मकसद है वो है 5 को फाइंड आउट करना। तो मैं क्या करूँगा, मैं इनिशियलाइज करूँगा। सपोज ये मेरा है ए, एक लिस्ट है, ठीक है। तो साइड बाय साइड हम लिखते भी जाएंगे। तो ए मेरा है लिस्ट है, ठीक है, तो मैं इसको इनिशियलाइज कर दूंगा 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 के साथ। गॉट इट, ये तो सबको आता है, ठीक है। अब मैं क्या करूंगा कि मैं एक लूप चलाऊंगा। तो लूप चलाने के लिए क्या लगेगा, i इक्वल टू इनिशियली 0, एंड आई टोल्ड यू वाइल i इज लेस देन लेंथ ऑफ a। तो तब तक क्या करेगा, वो चेक करेगा इफ ओके, वाइल के अंदर भी इफ कंडीशन, अगर मैंने खोज लिया, ठीक है, इफ a of I is equal to 5, then we print what, वी गॉट 5. ओके, एंड अगर ये नहीं हुआ, ओके अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या करूँगा, तो एल्स और इसके बीच में एक कंडीशन और भी लगेगा। देखो क्या लगेगा कि मैं अगर 5 को फाइंड कर लिया ना, तो मेरे को और ज़रूरत ही नहीं है मैं मेरा जो इफ कंडीशन है उसको मैं आगे बढ़ाऊँ, ठीक है, और मैं ट्रैवर्स करते जाऊँ, ठीक है, तो मैं बस सिंपली ब्रेक कर दूंगा। एल्स एल्स व्हाट वी प्रिंट there is no 5. Okay, that's all, that's what I meant to say. So let's see. So जैसे कि मैंने बताया, ठीक है, देखो ये सब चीज़ प्रैक्टिकली सोचने का बात है। ये कंडीशंस मतलब कहीं भी हो सकता है। जैसे इसके ही बीच में तुम लोग सर्चिंग टेक्निक भी सीख लिए हो, वाइल लूप के जरिए सर्चिंग टेक्निक भी तुम लोगों को आ गया है अभी, ठीक है। जैसे तुमको एक देखो मतलब ये कोई बताएगा नहीं कि कैसे आया है, यही सब बोलेगा कि पढ़ लो एल्गोरिदम, पढ़ लो डेटा स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ लो। ये बात नहीं है, बात है सिंपल, जो हमारे बेसिक्स है उसी में से हम काम करेंगे, ठीक है, उससे ज़्यादा हम कुछ नहीं सीखेंगे, ठीक है। सपोज ये मेरे पास लिस्ट है, तो मैं क्या करूँगा, इनिशियली आई वैल्यू को 0 ले लूँगा जैसे कि तुम लोगों को सिखाया गया है, एंड वाइल लिखूँगा आई इज लेंथ ऑफ एल आई इज लेंथ ऑफ एल आई। सो देन मैं क्या करूँगा कि इफ माई एल आई ऑफ आई is equal to 5, then what I mean to say, then I will print we got 5. Okay, and after that what we say, hey, just break my, oh, what's up, just break my conditions, right? And we will not move further actually, okay। and ये अगर नहीं हुआ तो क्या करूंगा, मैं आई को धीरे धीरे आगे लेता जाऊंगा। एल्स प्रिंट वी डोंट or we can't find 5. That's it. So if we run this logic, you can see we got 5. Okay, let's clear this. Okay, and let's make a fresh output center. Okay, so as you can see, the output is we got 5 and no more else block. So whenever we use if under while and we apply break, then the else output is not activated. So what I told you in the previous slide, that was without break statement. सो जब मेरे पास कोई ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट नहीं होगा वाइल लूप के अंदर, तभी मेरा वो जो कंडीशंस है वो एल्स पे जाके ख़त्म होगा। अगर मेरे पास ब्रेक है, अगर मेरे प्रोग्रामिंग है कहीं भी वाइल लूप पे ब्रेक है, तो वो एल्स पोर्शन पे जाएगा ही नहीं अगर मेरा कंडीशन ट्रू निकल गया कभी, ठीक। एंड आई थिंक दिस इज हेल्पफुल फॉर यू। ओके, so now here you can see that we have some exercise on the loop. Okay, so find the prime number using the loop, check whether the Armstrong number, and create the multiplication table of 19 using the while loop. So I hope that you guys can try, okay, and I will make the next video upon this loop exercise. Okay, so we will discuss some questions over for loop as well as the while loop also. Okay, and this is the 3 questions from the while loop. You have to solve the questions using the while loop, and I will just make a separate video of a few questions on for loop as well. Okay, so I am telling you what is the logic for the prime number, okay, and what is the logic from the for the Armstrong number, and why it is called the Armstrong number. But multiplication table of 19, I think you guys can do it, तुम लोग कर पाओगे, ठीक है। प्राइम नंबर क्या है? प्राइम नंबर वो नंबर है जो 1 और उसी नंबर से ही डिविजिबल है और दूसरे कोई नंबर से वो डिविजिबल नहीं है, ठीक है। तो ये चेक करने का एक तरीका क्या है कि मतलब मान लो कि 2 से उसी नंबर का जो पहला नंबर है, ये जो रेंज है इस तक चेक कर लो, ठीक है, सभी नंबर से। अगर वो जो नंबर है वो n mod i इज इक्वल टू कहीं पे 0 आ गया तो वो नॉट प्राइम हो गया। ओके, और अगर ये मतलब 0 किसी भी नंबर से डिविजिबल नहीं होगा तो उस कंडीशन में ये प्राइम निकल जाएगा। ठीक है, next, what is a Armstrong number? Armstrong number is 1, 5 and 3. So what you have to do, what is a Armstrong number? First of all, Armstrong number is something that 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube, so the cube of the separate digit and their addition will give you the same number. Like 1 cube is 1, 5 cube is 125 and 3 cube is 27, so it will give you 153, which is equal to our same number. Okay, so how can we solve this? I am just giving you some clue. Okay, don't Google it this. Okay, apply your own brain. Maybe you can create a better logic, okay, than the Google. So what you can do, I'm giving you a tips. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to store each and every number, okay, each and every digit. How you can do this? You can see that if we divide this 150 by 10, so 15, so this will give me 150 and this is 3, so 3 is my remainder. So if you can store this remainder in any variable, okay, this will gives you the separate number. Why? Because 153 is nothing but 100 plus 50 plus 3. Okay, so you will get in each iteration, if you divide this by 10, so you will get 3, and then divided by 10 you will get 5, and then divided by 100 you will get 1. Okay, so that's my logic. In this way we can store the different remainder and then add them, okay, in your own way. And yes guys, you have to solve this by your own using the while loop. So I think we have came to the verge of this class of this session, and I hope this session is really helpful for you. And if you find this session really helpful for you, then just do subscribe, do a like, and your one like is precious for us. That will be a motivation for me. ठीक है, वो मेरे लिए बहुत मोटिवेशन है. So just keep watching our videos, stay tuned. Okay, so on the next class मैं प्लान कर रहा हूँ कि फॉर एंड वाइल लूप पे ये मैं सॉल्व कर दूंगा, ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्लास में. एंड फॉर लूप का भी कुछ क्वेश्चंस लेके एज अ होल मैं एक सेपरेट वीडियो बना दूँ तुम लोगों के एक्सरसाइज के लिए. ठीक है, टिल देन बाय बाय, सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो, स्टे ट्यून्ड.